What's up, everybody? Go Burns doing another VLOG. That's right, we're doing a vlog over on my vlogs channel. By the way, thank you to everybody that's taking the time to check out my vlogs and subscribe to the vlogs channel. We got over 130 something subscribers now. Nice, very nice. We still got a ways to go. We'll keep growing the vlogs channel, the little redheaded stepsister of my gaming channel. But about once a week or once every 2 weeks, I like to post something over here. Something that's on my mind or something that might be on your mind worth vlogging about. So if you do have a vlog suggestion that I've yet to do, be sure and check the playlist first. You can send it my way, either in the comment section of this video, via Twitter or Facebook. By the way, all that linked in the description section of the video. So you want to know where Facebook is? It's over there. You want to know where the Twitter is? It's over there. You know, just look below, click on the links, and it'll take you straight to my Twitter and Facebook pages. I got social media covered, baby, except for Instagram and Snapchat and MySpace. But speaking of social media, that's what we're vlogging about today. So there was a time, believe it or not, kids, when we did not have social media. I know, the horror. The horror. And there was actually a time when we had to actually talk to each other in person and be in like little groups in school, like in the FFA or what other groups, I don't know. There's various other groups like Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, the Warriors. Oh, that's a movie. Never mind. Yeah, so yeah, we had to actually, socialize in person with each other. Or via the old telephone, the old cord, and pick it up and call somebody, actually remember people's numbers. Or, we pen pound each other, we got an old piece of paper, we got an envelope, we got a stamp, and we said, hey, how's it going? How you doing? And we wrote our note, and we sealed it up, we put it in the mailbox, and then hopefully a few weeks later, we got a mail, back from that person that we were pen paling with. That was pretty much social media back in the day. Long time ago. Then, of course, in the 90s, there was a change. The dawn of the internet. And that brought forth websites and electronic mail. What is electronic mail? Oh, that's right. It's email. It's something that a lot of people don't use to this day. I use it. It's old school. But most of you probably don't care for email. But anyway, so we had email. Then we got instant messaging with ICQ, AIM, Yahoo IM, YIM, we had that too. And that's where a lot of the social media kind of began. We began like socializing with each other through forums and instant messaging and meeting up each other for, like enchanted rendezvous, That's what a lot of it was, sexting, unfortunately. But anyways, so from there, we had a progression, or an evolution or a devolution, depending on your point of view of the internet. We went from emails to forums to IMs to MySpace. It's right, once upon a time, there was MySpace, which was the king of social media. It was where, I guess you could say it started. And Twitter came around shortly after, but Twitter was, well, not Twitter, Facebook. Okay, Facebook was around a little bit after MySpace, but Facebook was a lot different. We'll get to Twitter in a minute. So Facebook started off originally for like college students. It was like exclusively for college kids. But then it expanded and it became more powerful and it overtook MySpace. And MySpace was, I think, bought and sold by News Corp for like hundreds of millions of dollars, and it went downhill. They made some mistakes with MySpace, and MySpacers left in droves to greener pastures. They ended up over at Facebook, and then Facebook became the new king of social media. And so far, it has remained the undisputed king of social media. Now, there's, as I mentioned, other sites that have popped up, like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, to name a few. But yes, social media is all the rage today, and you can't avoid it. It's like, hey, if you want to stay in touch with me, you gotta, follow me on the Facebook page. Actually, follow me on Twitter, like me on the Facebook page, and that goes for everybody. Whether you're a an up-and-coming content creator, or you're a celebrity, or you're a sports star, or you're a reality porn star, or you're a politician that says some inappropriate things, that just loves tweeting this out and loves tweeting that out. Yeah, so, yeah, social media has kind of taken on a life of its own. Whereas once upon a time, people used to actually think about things before they said it, or actually had to write down something before they sent it off, whether it was via the old snail mail or email. But no, it's like knee-jerk reaction now. Okay, I want to post a comment on Twitter. I'm going to tweet out about this inappropriate thing. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Goes viral. Hate, hate, hate. And they're like, oh, so-and-so's a piece of trash. They tweeted this. I can't believe what so-and-so tweeted today. Or I can't believe what they said on their Facebook. Yeah, wow, what an awful person. And before you know it, careers are ruined, lives are ruined. And that's happened so many times thanks to social media. But look, I don't blame social media for that. I blame people for not thinking about what the fuck they're tweeting out, or what the fuck they're posting on their Facebook or their instant message, Instagram, whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't have Instagram. I don't see the point of Instagram because I can post photos on Twitter and then it goes to the Facebook page. So it just seems kind of unnecessary for me. And don't get me started on Snapchat. I think that's silly as well. Chats that don't last forever, that go away. Kind of weird. Eventually Snapchat will probably go away, along with their stupid ability to put dog ears and noses and other animal pieces and parts on you. I mean, how many of you actually do that? I mean, really. I mean, to those of you that do, teach their own. It just looks silly. I mean, look, what do you want to be? Half human, half animal? I don't get it. You want to be some sort of weird human dog or a mog? I don't know. It's crazy. But like I said, to each their own. But I feel like social media, while in a way it's kind of brought people closer together, allow people over great distances to interact with each other, like family and friends. That's one of the positives you could say about Facebook. Is now if you have family hundreds or thousands of miles away, or friends that you grew up with or you went to college with, and they no longer live nearby, or you no longer live nearby, you can still communicate and stay in touch within seconds via social media. So that's definitely a positive of Facebook, of Twitter, even though Twitter's not really for that purpose, to be honest. Let's just be honest, it's not. But Facebook, I guess you could say Facebook's more family-friendly, more friendly, I guess. Yeah, family and friendly, whatever. But, yeah, I noticed another problem with social media. And this is something that a friend and I were talking about last night on Facebook. Actually, it wasn't last night. It was a few nights ago. Whatever. Time flies. But, yeah, we were talking about how, I don't really like posting photos of myself on my personal Facebook. But I do anyways. I just do. Not because I want to. It's just because I kind of feel like I'm obligated to. Because people will be like, well, why haven't you posted a new photo? It's been a while. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just whip out the camera and I'll take a quick pic, even though I don't really care to. Lately, I've had this noir thing going on where I post black and white photos for some reason. And you may have noticed I do that sometimes in thumbs. I don't know. I just kind of like it. It's kind of cool. Side issue. So anyways, my friend who hadn't taken photos of herself in a while, she took a photo. And, we were talking about it. And she was like, yeah, I just don't want to taking photos of myself. And she's actually not bad looking, okay? She's just a friend, by the way. But, yeah, I kind of see it. I kind of see how people, when they're in social media, when they're hooked in to Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever, that we have this, it's this desire, this push, and it's probably intentional via social media. It's the design of the beast, where we feel an obligation, maybe perhaps even peer pressure or programming, to share information that we normally would probably keep to ourselves. In normal circumstances, a lot of us would not post about this or that. We would just bite our tongue or just mention it in private. But when you mention it in Facebook, whether it's on your wall or on somebody else's post, in a comment, or in a group, on a page, yeah, and you look at yourself and you're like, wow, did I really just say that? And other people are like, did he or she really just post that? yeah, and then we start to realize how much of ourselves we put out on social media. And it's just crazy. I mean, there are definitely times whenever I have to like rein myself in and say, whoa, hold on there a second there, bucko. You're kind of putting out too much information. TMI, as they say. Whether it's my own personal Facebook or even on Twitter and, the Facebook page. Whenever I'm doing stuff for the channel, like posting photos of my cats. Sometimes I wonder, do I just get in a habit where I just feel like I got to? Do I feel an obligation? I mean, I don't feel like I'm being forced to. I don't feel like someone's like, look, you better post a photo or else you're going to start losing followers. You're going to start losing likes. I just do it because I kind of want to. But at the same time, you got to ask yourselves, do you really want to? Do you really want to, put all this information about yourself on your Facebook page? Do you really want to take all these photos of you and your family and your kids, if you have kids, and put that on Facebook for strangers to see? Like, most people would never do such a thing under normal circumstances. You wouldn't just walk up to a complete stranger and start showing them photos of your kids and of your home and of your dogs and of all your possessions, would you? Like, if you got a new car, you wouldn't just, walk up to somebody on the street and say, hey, look at this new car I got. Here's some photos. Look at that. It's really sweet looking, isn't it? It just baffles me that we actually do this on a regular basis. And the more I talk about it, the more crazy and scary it sounds. I mean, to be honest, we're all guilty to some degree of stalker booking, harmless, most of us, we're just curious about somebody and we happen to find them on Facebook and we're like, oh, okay, I'm going to go check them out. Go see some more photos, find out, if they're single or not single or what are they into. But there are people that take it to a whole other level. There's some really, really scary people out there and they definitely are using social media to their advantage. There's real predators out there that go a little bit further than a little harmless intel, and just because they're curious about somebody and they want to find out more about them. There are definitely those that take it to a whole new level, and it's not safe. It's not safe at all. It's very, very, very terrifying. But unfortunately, we put ourselves out there. Whether you're a content creator, I know exactly what I'm getting into as a content creator. I realize I've made myself a public figure. And that's one thing I had to accept whenever I got into radio back in 2000 when I was a kid. I had to accept that for better or worse, I had become a public figure. And the same thing applies to me as a content creator on YouTube. I'm a public figure. So, you have to accept that you're going to put your information out there, air the dirty laundry, as they say, for better or worse. And I try to still hold back. I try to hold on to some privacy. But the truth is, I've put out a lot about myself on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitter. But a lot of people who under most circumstances are not public people or private, they do the same thing, the exact same thing. Whether it's their views or their opinions, some of them a little extreme or a little like, whoa, that's a little out there, buddy. Most time, you probably wouldn't want people to know about that. You wouldn't want people to know about, this thing or that thing going on in your family or know that you're going on vacation, hint, hint, for 2 weeks and no one's going to be at home, so some random Joe Blow would-be criminal can swing on by and help himself to some of your stuff while you're on the beach or out, at Disney World. So, yeah, there's just things that most of us would keep private that we don't, thanks to social media. And it's not necessarily a good thing. So, yeah, I guess the moral here is that we have to be mindful of social media. It's great for, keeping in touch with each other, our friends, our family, things going on in the world, like our favorite, politicians, our favorite celebrities, sports stars, as well as, if you're looking forward to a new movie or a new video game, it's perfect for that, But at the same time, we do put out too much information about ourselves. And in this day and age where we're supposedly all worried about privacy, where we're afraid of Big Brother watching us and NSA coming after us, prying on every little personal detail about what's going on in our lives, at the same time, we seem to be forking over the information, and piles and piles and piles with photos and tweets and like comments and all this information we compile and put out there on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, everywhere. So just like all things, you know, social media is not going anywhere unless there's a massive EM strike or an asteroid that hits the Earth, and, you know, that'll bring an end to the internet and a lot of other things. Not having social media and the internet will be the least of our problems if shit like that happens. But at the same time, while we still have social media, you got to be very mindful about the stuff you say, about the stuff you tweet, about the photos you put out there. Because in this day and age, you never know who's watching.